I cook at a bar, that's my day job, and at our bar we serve soup. There is a lunch board onto which people write down the special of the day, and some people's penmanship is better than others. My penmanship's terrible. I write like a doctor on crystal meth. One of the ladies at work thought instead of saying butternut squash that it said day soup, Black Sabbath. Her and I wondered what a Black Sabbath soup would taste like. I figured it would be mostly warm beer and cocaine, served with a rat salad. Victoria Day weekend is here. Hooray! Victoria Day weekend, Victoria Day, is where Canadians drink too much and then sleep outside on the ground like good little peasants. Who's a good little peasant? Who's a good little peasant? You are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I don't camp or go to the cottage. To me, camping is staying at a hotel that doesn't have HBO. I can count all the weekends that I've had off in the last 4 years on one hand, plus I couldn't care less about the monarchy. The only way I could care less about the monarchy is if they had molested me in grade school, and even then, only slightly less. Every holiday weekend I have neighbors that buy firecrackers and then set them off in the parking lot at night. And after every firecracker goes off, I listen. I wait by the window, and I wait to hear that wail of pain that comes with fireworks when amateurs pretend to play pyrotechnic. I can't wait to hear one of these slack-jawed NASCAR enthusiasts lose a thumb, and then poor Cody Jr. or Hunter Williams won't be able to play catch with their daddy anymore. And they're going to have to begin their life of petty larceny and drug dealing earlier, and then off to juvie, where far more intense kids will use their mouth for a tissue. My mother smoked when she was carrying me. Her womb was slick with Demore, tar, and nicotine. I came out a month and a half premature, and at a lower birth rate. But I wasn't allergic to peanut butter, or ragweed, or strawberries. I didn't need a fucking grief counselor every time another kid made fun of me. I didn't require a timeout or had to focus on my needs. Kids today are so fucking delicate. No wonder the trenchcoat mafia bought guns instead of learning how to fight. Yuck. Yawn. Here's a conversation I'm sick of having with other people. Hi, how are you today? I'm good. Don't you mean that you're well? As in, I am well today? That would be grammatically correct way of saying it. You're right. Ask me again how I'm doing today. How are you doing today, Ryan? Fuck your mother. In her ass. Well, your daddy watches. In a wheelchair down the hall. Other assholes I hate are the ones that come up to you and ask you how you're doing, and then in the millisecond of time before you can answer, they continue with their own conversation. Hi, how you doing today? Well, I was just wondering because blah 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 use my mouth as a tissue. Teehee. Sex. When I hear people go on about what they're going to do with their retirement, it's always something peaceful and pleasant, and I always laugh and I tell them, no, you're not going to ride off into the sunset. You're going to struggle and scratch and fight and bleed to source basic things like fresh water and fuel and food that isn't laced with poison You're going to sort through rubble looking for jewelry that you could sell and books that you could burn so you don't freeze when winter starts to show up in June and hangs around till August, and then August turns so fucking hot your brain cooks inside your skull and you reminisce about the days when fresh water and oil were plentiful and of a higher standard. I could give a shit about timeshares in Florida. I want to learn how to fight with a machete. The future's so bright I gotta wear shades, and preferably with a helmet too, because the next 10 years, the shit is going to get hectic. See you out there on the battlefield, Pat Benatar.